Juice Wrld death conspiracy theories.
I didn't really feel comfortable like venting to people about it and like expressing what was going on. So I knew I wasn't the only to feel that way.
Jared Anthony Higgins, better known as Juice Wrld, died on December 8th of last year, just 6 days after his 21st birthday, which he celebrated in Cuba. Initially, reports told us that Juice Wrld suffered an unknown medical emergency shortly after landing in Chicago's Midway Airport. He was reported to be convulsing and bleeding from the mouth when paramedics arrived on scene. Most experts claim it was the result of a seizure and a heart attack that struck simultaneously. But that's strange. How can a healthy young man have a heart attack at his age? Could there have been an event that triggered heart failure? Many believe his death was caused by drug abuse and subsequent withdrawals. After all, Juice Wrld was no stranger to addiction, and he made it clear in his music that he was a suffering addict. But we have to ask, was that really all there was to it? Thanks for joining us today. Today on Line Report, we'll be taking a closer look at Juice Wrld's death and what people think actually happened to the late star. Before we continue, remember to like, subscribe to our channel, and comment keywords "the truth" to enter our $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. Let's begin. Juice Wrld is dead. The news came as a shock to the world when it first broke. Though not everyone is convinced, we've been given the whole story, or the correct one for that matter. Did Juice Wrld really die of a seizure? Is he even dead? Things seem to get a little confusing as we take a closer look at the events leading up to and after his death. Juice Wrld was a healthy young man with no prior medical conditions aside from a history of drug abuse. The late star was very open about his drug addiction. His breakout single, Lucid Dreams, documented the loss of a lover and his dependence on drugs to numb the pain. "I take prescriptions to make me feel okay. I know it's all in my head," the rapper croons. And while many believe that it could be the cause of his death, not everyone is convinced it's how he died, or if he even died at all. Here's why. Juice Wrld had a dark sense of humor and the world he lived in. He claimed that he knew he would die early, and to be fair, he often told the world he wanted to die early. When the news of his death first broke, his fans flooded his social media to look for clues. That's when a famous tweet of his resurfaced, planning out his career and how he wanted it to end. In the post, Juice Wrld stated, "My goal is to get overly famous, shine for a couple of years, then fake my own death." Suspicious. And while some fans have brushed this off as a coincidence, others are not so sure. What has fans doubting his death? Well, for one thing, the sheer number of coincidences surrounding his death. Prior to his untimely passing, a trend on the social media app TikTok went viral called the Lucid Dreaming Challenge. Users would record themselves having seizures and foaming at the mouth while dancing to his song, Lucid Dreams. While some think this may have been a sick twist of faith, others believe Juice Wrld may have used the videos as inspiration. Seizures are commonly known to be a risk of drug dependency, so Juice fit the stereotype with ease. Did he take advantage of the circumstance? Originally, we were told that Juice Wrld suffered a medical emergency that was later described as a heart attack and seizure that both struck the artist at once. However, it has since been revealed by his camp that federal agents were searching Juice Wrld's private plane for contraband. We're told that in an effort to hide drugs from agents, Juice Wrld swallowed several Percocet pills to hide them from authorities. The agents were waiting for Juice Wrld because they suspected that they would find drugs and other contraband on the plane. It was reported that Juice and his entourage had multiple bottles of codeine, pills, weapons, and 70 pounds of vacuum-sealed marijuana on the plane with them. With all that being said, why would he be worried enough to swallow a few pills while ignoring the other charges he may have easily faced? On January, Juice Wrld's death was caused by an accidental overdose of oxycodone and codeine. But that just feels like the easy way out. Juice Wrld left many clues as to what would happen to him. Most of them laid in his music. For example, in the eerily titled Too Soon EP, Juice Wrld released the project in remembrance of fellow late rapper XXXTentacion and Lil Peep. Juice tells the world when and how he would die several times in the mixtape. In one track, Legends, Juice claims he will die at 21 years old, claiming, "What's the 27 club? We ain't making it past 21. But this may still feel like a coincidence to some. Not convinced? Let's go on. In another song, All Girls Are the Same, Juice Wrld mentions John Lennon by name, singing, "I'm a jealous boy, really feel like John Lennon." At a glance, this bears no weight on the events of his death, until you realize Juice Wrld died on December 8th, the exact day Lennon died. At first, none of the facts surrounding Juice Wrld's death feel like anything more than unfortunate circumstances. But when put together, the facts don't add up to the story we've been fed so far. Did Juice WRLD really pass by accident? Or did he orchestrate his death in order to escape the life of a legend? On his song we spoke of earlier, Legends, Juice tells us that he no longer wants to be considered a legend. He revoked the title from himself because, in his words, all legends die young. That song alone gives us more clues to his death than anything else. To quote a few more lines, "Last time it was drugs he was lacing. All legends fall in the making." The eerie words along with the circumstances surrounding his death has led us to wonder, is Juice WRLD really dead? Or did he simply want to escape the fate of legends before him? If Juice WRLD is not dead, then where is he? That's the thing no one is really sure. He reportedly celebrated his 21st birthday in Cuba. This is a funny coincidence because the rumor surrounding most fallen artists is that once pronounced dead, they make their escape to Cuba. The theory first arose after West Cuba hip-hop star Tupac died. Many believed he faked his own death and fled to Cuba in order to escape the pressure and dangers of a celebrity lifestyle. Since Juice WRLD publicly stated that he wanted to do something of a similar nature, it seems natural he would follow the path that Tupac allegedly took. He was in the country so close to his death, it is possible Juice stayed and sent a double in his place to die for him. Some TikTok users are sticking to this theory, but others believe that instead of heading to Chicago, Juice WRLD's plane went to the Bahamas, where he stayed and sent his double to Chicago. Others believe he's still in America living a rich but quiet lifestyle, as people claim to have seen him during the most recent Grammys. They believe Juice WRLD made a few alterations to his appearance to make himself invisible to the public. After the news of his death broke, Reddit of course exploded with theories of its own. One Reddit user believes that rather than Juice WRLD faking his death to escape his fame, that the music industry helped him orchestrate his death for mutual benefit. What good does a dead artist do? More than you may initially think. When an artist is alive, the mounting pressure to release hit after hit is tremendous and takes a lot of time and effort. However, the sad truth in today's world is that people have a tendency to remember and enjoy the work of an artist much more after they have passed. Albums typically skyrocket in sales, racking up millions in revenue for both the label and the artist. Throw in a posthumous album, and it's all but guaranteed to be a hit. It would make a lot of sense. Juice WRLD wanted to fake his own death after meeting success anyway. Doesn't it seem all the more possible when a record label is backing your decision? The amount of power and influence record companies have today is terrifying, and there is nothing the industry hates more than a star artist releasing unsuccessful albums. The best way to ensure that never happens is to kill off the artist and create an insane demand. Do you agree? What's more, the death of an artist allows a record company complete creative control over their music, meaning the label can shape the legacy of the artist however they please. The final theory is a bit more twisted. Artists in the occult have always had a strange connection, and from what fans have witnessed, Juice WRLD is no stranger to such. In the video for Lean With Me, many viewers have described the video as chilling and occulty. Fans have also mentioned the late rapper's Instagram story earlier in the year of his death. In the video, Juice WRLD informs fans that he was about to sell his soul. Viewers of the video pointed out that Juice had a summoning circle drawn in the sand behind him. But why would Juice WRLD sell his soul? And was his death the price he needed to pay the devil? Juice WRLD was an emotional and honest young rapper that brought the subgenre of emo rap to the world before his untimely death. The star was open about his problems and drug addiction, but he didn't intend to sensationalize the use of prescription drugs as many felt he had. Juice used drugs incorrectly to numb himself from the pain and sadness he felt in his life. He was aware that he was hooked to horrible substances. Could the reason he decided to leave the world have something to do with this? Juice WRLD lamented those who used drugs to fit in and hoped that people would fight against their addictions. After his passing, Juice WRLD's mother, Camilla Wallace, made a statement to TMZ expressing her grief and acknowledged his battle with drugs. "We love Jared with all our hearts and cannot believe our time with him has been cut short." His mother went on to talk about the struggles of addiction he faced, and that his wish, more than anything, was for others to win their battles against drug abuse as he could not. In a somewhat comical twist, after the announcement of his official cause of death, the family announced posthumous music would be released this year. While it's hard to speculate what really happened to the young artist, one has to wonder, is Juice WRLD really dead? Or did he fool us all into believing so? The opposing camp to the conspiracy theory is not convinced. Yet the facts pointing to Juice WRLD's faking his death are tremendous. We may never know the truth behind the death of Juice WRLD in our lifetime. What do you think happened to the star? Did he really pass away from a fatal overdose? Or is he somewhere in the Caribbean, enjoying a stress-free life he carefully planned out? Let us know what you think really happened to Juice WRLD in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning into Line Report, everyone. We remind you once again to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to our channel and comment keywords "the truth" for a chance to enter and win our $100 Amazon gift card giveaway.